Welcome back
to another episode of Poor Decisions with
Robyn
and Liv.
And today's episode is all about tarot and birth charts and other witchery goodness. We are in my humble abode and we will be
Murdering.
Oh yeah, murdering.
Murdering
some wine. Tonight's bottle is The Murder.
It's called The Murder.
Literally called The Murder. It has like a bunch of ravens and like slash crows on the front. Absolutely gorgeous bottle. We thought it kind of looked like a tarot card in itself. If you can see it on camera, it's by The Group. All right, shall we crack it open?
We should.
And I'll read the back for us as well.
I think you still had an ice cube in your glass.
Yeah, I don't mind that actually. I'm a heathen. I don't mind a little bit of
cold red wine.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
A little bit of chilled red wine.
Yeah, I like it when I find a chilled red on a menu. Let's read the back first. Oh my god, I didn't read how high in percentage it is.
What is it?
It's 15.
You're gonna kill me.
That might be the highest percentage we've
It is.
had
The last one was 14.5.
Yeah, I think the last time I think if I've ever used a 15 before, it's been in a sangria.
Yeah.
Which is like evil, but like, you know, you're hiding the strength a little bit and then adding rum. But yeah, okay.
Okay.
The wine.
Buckle up for a great episode.
2021 wine. The wine with vineyards approximately 5 kilometers from the ocean as the crow flies. The benefits of the cooling breeze are evident on the wine. It is an inky yet bright with silky dark fruits and excellent length, bold, smooth, and wonderfully balanced. Our wines are a result of a unique collaboration with a grower-owned collective. Through his partnership, we bring exceptional wines from over 100 growers and their families together for the benefit of those who drink it and those who make it. 8.9 standard drinks.
Oh my god.
15%.
Okay, well, buckle up. Cheers.
So close.
Well, on the Liv Reviews beers scale of wine, I would say that tastes pretty bold, smooth, and balanced. I'd rate it a solid 11. That's actually very easy to drink.
Threateningly easy to drink.
It's threateningly easy to drink.
So now I understand why it's called The Murder.
Yeah, because we're gonna die.
Yeah, her liver's gonna be murdered.
Yeah, as is my sobriety.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it on Robyn's scale of wine. I'm gonna give it out of 12.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There you have it. Murder, 15%.
Wish us luck.
It's gonna be more unhinged.
For
from
fun
here.
on this episode, skip forward an hour and see how we look, and then jump back in time again to
Yeah.
see how we are
Be
now.
like, how are they going? How are they going? Are they slurring their words yet?
If this makes it out onto the internet, then we did pretty well. It means we actually followed through on all the tech. So,
100%.
yeah.
Okay, well, we'll crack into some spirituality, some tarot, and some other witchy things.
Oh, but today, we are not alone.
We are not alone.
We are not alone.
I was gearing up for a massive introduction. So we've got the queen of all witchery, spirituality, tarots, Sam, joining us as she walks onto camera.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to the Unhinged episodes.
Yes.
To the Unhinged episode.
Sorry,
Cheers.
there's no wine.
Oh, it's okay.
That's
Give
okay.
us a review of what you're drinking and why.
Vodka soda,
Love it.
because I can't drink anything else.
Yay! We call that
I-
personal trainer drink.
Yeah, it's
I
the
have
skinny
a yeast intolerance. So fun. So no wine.
So no bread either, I assume.
Bread's been gone for years.
Uh.
The yeast is like a new devilish thing that's been ruling my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
So I've found that wine makes me feel way more drunk.
Okay.
Because of the intolerance.
Because of the allergy.
So this is like safety precautions. I still like it, but we've got shit to do. So
Yeah, fair.
let's keep it clear.
Keep it clear.
Not for us.
Not for us.
As we sip on our strongest wine we've ever
To be
had.
fair, she's probably sipping on like a 40% drink.
Yeah,
True,
there's
but vodka
no
doesn't hit
measures.
me in the same way that wine does. I'm kind of the similar
No,
to you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a steady.
It's the one that does
Steady
never does me any
spritz.
wrong. I can always have.
Yeah, it's
I
dependable.
never have a problem the next day. I'm always fine with vodka.
Same.
Yeah, there's just some things that absolutely kill me.
Spirits is just my
Yeah, it's crazy.
Devil
It's the
to me.
opposite. Yeah, spirits are good with me. Most of them.
devil.
We're balanced.
Yeah. super, super excited that you joined us and that you wanted to come on the podcast. That's, when we asked, it's always like I don't know, will they? Will she? Will they want to?
I was so
Will they,
game.
won't they?
Will they, won't they?
It's perfect timing. Perfect timing.
No, it's really, really good. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? And I suppose, like, you guys know each other from real life, so.
Yeah, we had a funny interaction, actually. So the coffee shop that I used to work at, Robyn's Gym's next door, as you know. And she came for a coffee and we ended up talking. Obviously found out you were from England and you're from near Liverpool. But I was like, where's the accent? You must be neurodivergent.
It was literally how it went. It was like, oh, you have the autism accent. And I was like, I do. I get it from my nan.
Yeah.
Who also doesn't sound Scouse.
And I was like, I'm in the market for a neurodivergent personal trainer at the minute, so.
I was like, wow, what a coincidence. I'm on
Thank
the
you,
market.
God. So I've done a few sessions with Robyn, and I'm in the preparation stage to set up my tarot business to do it full time. So this is perfect timing. I've just been doing all the business, back of house stuff. It's been really boring, and this is just perfect. Can get into some actual tarot and
Into some readings.
Yeah.
That's what I find as well, is like when things in the universe are all meant to be, and like it happens that way. It's like everything's just falling into place as it should. Things like it seems to flow.
Totally. So there was a new moon, I think, around that time that I met you.
Yeah, remember you saying?
And
you
I
were
put
like,
it
I'm
out
ready
there. I
to
was
do
like,
it
I'm
now.
ready to get back in, not like get back into fitness, but find something that was going to work for me. And I needed someone who'd like explain everything, understand where I'm at. And then there she was.
There you go.
Thank you, gods and goddesses. Yeah.
Robyn's like, you're welcome.
You're welcome. And obviously, for those who don't know your accent, you are from Yorkshire.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, it's not easy to tell.
If you're from at all, it's such a subtle accent, the neurodivergent accent, if you will.
Yeah, it did. The neurodivergent accent missed me.
It did. It went skipped. It was like she's too far gone. We can't
Yeah,
keep
the
up with her accent.
Yorkshires.
Yeah, it's already.
Right
Don't
up
think you can do
there.
anything about Yorkshire accent. Though.
Yeah,
I would just say English. Like,
that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where any
I
accent.
feel like anyone from England though knows exactly
Yeah,
what
you
Yorkshire
would.
accent does
Absolutely.
immediately. Yeah.
Do you want to do the Scouse one again?
Have a talk like this?
Yeah. Please, the whole episode. We talk like this.
Liv doesn't want to admit it, but she gets really turned on by this.
I don't. I do not.
Oh God, there, girl.
I hate it.
Start calling it Olive.
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 No, please don't. Don't.
She's like, don't do it.
Don't do. Don't.
She's
do
winking
it.
at the camera
Don't
for
do
those who
it.
are watching.
I've also slid off of the couch.
Yeah.
Just for those.
The couch looks weird again. all of a sudden.
The casting couch.
The
The wine is fucking strong. It's like immediate.
I'm so jealous. Maybe at the end of it, maybe I can just have one little taste.
Maybe
just
tomorrow.
for-
Just do shots.
a shot of wine.
Just start shooting it.
We just make a red wine jus.
Yeah.
'Cause I would love
could
to
do that.
participate, but I don't want to shoot myself in the foot.
No, and that's
No,
fair.
that's also
Gotta
fair.
respect yourself.
And also, you're here to work.
I know.
Yeah, you're a working
here
girl.
to work.
I know, we're already
We're
on a
here
bad
to
foot.
we're here to listen to everything you have to say about our readings and our birth charts, which I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm very
No
excited for
pressure.
that.
But before how are we gonna find out? You're not gonna find out at the end of the episode whether or not we're wrong, are we? So
No.
This is true. I could say anything.
we just
You're good.
insert a clip like 3 years down the line and we're like, she was a fraud.
I'm already in spiritual jail.
I'm on my deathbed in like, I don't know, 105 years. And I'm like, she lied. Anyways, let's talk about
Questions.
spirituality.
All right, question number. You want to start with question number 1?
I'll start with question number 1. As you know, I've written down some thought-provoking questions to ask you.
Love that.
I'd
we're-
love to have my thoughts provoked.
We're gonna start. You would just like to be provoked. just in general.
She's an Aries. She's always provoked.
I live provoked. Someone looks at me the wrong way, I'm like,
Like
you want to fight?
Interesting little bit of info there. Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the planet of action and war.
Yeah, I was gonna say the god of war is Mars.
Literally.
Yeah. And Aries.
Yeah. So I love that about Aries energy. It's like, fuck yeah, we're going.
It's like, it's funny though, because I'm like the most non-confrontational. No, I'm not. I'm very confrontational.
I
But
was gonna say lies.
Yeah.
Last week you even asked me to point out someone in a party if you came.
yeah, because they wronged you,
You're like, tell me. Who
and
that
I
is.
will attack them.
And I would do it like a little bitch. She'd be like, that was it.
You
Oh,
would.
someone that hit me.
And then my mum would go over, hey, you said all of this shit. You want to say it again?
I'd be in the back like, you're doing great, sweetie.
No.
I love you.
No, I don't, like, I'm confrontational, but not in, like, an aggressive way. It's just, like, I like to get down to, like, I don't like to have awkwardness and uncomfortableness with anybody, so I like to stamp out issues as they come.
Yeah.
And that I've lived my entire life that way. Like, some people, it really grinds them the wrong way, because I'll just be like, hey, I don't really appreciate that. Can you...
Well, it's like no bullshit.
Yeah,
I
it's no
like
bullshit.
it. You know, I
Which
love
I
it.
like.
Yeah. I think that, to be honest, I think that, especially in neurodivergent people, I think we prefer that because it's
100%.
there's no falsity, so it's just you're getting straight to the point. I'd rather
Yeah.
know immediately if something's wrong, if I've done something wrong, so I can correct it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't fix it.
Yeah.
So I prefer, like, anytime that you've had a little upset with me, you've been like, hey,
I'll tell you.
listen, yeah, immediately. Or I'll get ahead of it and know when you're
Yeah,
upset about
you do.
something and try and get ahead of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, I can see you're
But
upset
it's
about
because
this thing.
relationships mean a lot to me. Like, I'm a big relationships person, like, connections person. So if there's something that, like, someone I love, or even random people, honestly, if they've done something wrong, like, I like to squash it then and there.
Yeah.
So I love confrontation, but it's never done in, like, a let's fight. Because
No.
It's a let's resolve.
I would cry.
Well, it sounds like it's just, I think sometimes when these traits are so deeply ingrained to us, like, we don't always see how it transpires.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Pisces through and through, so I'm kind of the opposite. I can be more confrontational now, but I spent the vast majority of my life just really wary of other people's feelings and, like, not having the time to process myself what was
Yeah.
going on. So I actually really admire that, and I, like, try and sink into it more now that I'm getting older. Like, fuck yeah, put them boundaries up.
I'm
Say what you mean.
I'm admirable. Look at that.
You are.
No
well
one would have
done.
ever said that to me, but that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said. Okay, so spirituality. When did you realize that spirituality? Because obviously, as you've just told us, you're starting a business,
Yeah.
right? When did you realize that was a call, like a calling more than just an interest?
To do the business or, like, having things in general?
Well, in general, just like kind of like I'm now gonna make a living out of this rather than it's just gonna be my hobby.
So that's been very recent. I've dabbled a bit in it before, sort of trying it out, just taking, like, little offerings from people, and it worked really well. But I didn't manage it very well, and I burnt myself out.
Okay.
I was just, like, so excited and doing, like, 5-6 readings a day,
Like just really pushing
and then I
yourself
was
to the
just
extreme.
exhausted, and I think I didn't see actually how much effort. You're not just doing 1 hour of work for someone, it's like a lot of, other stuff. But basically, I've just been in a job and burnt myself out again. Yay, love doing that, do it all the time. And I was working through, I have this issue with rigid thinking. So, like, I love spirituality. I love that everything's so open and you can daydream and blah, blah, blah. But my brain is naturally quite rigid. So something clicked in me where I was thinking, like, I'm trying to have a normal job so that I can pursue my interests outside of that. But actually this normal job is just zapping everything from me, and I'm never going to get to build on that other stuff.
Yeah.
And it was literally like someone kicked me in the head and was like, but why not make this your normal job? Like, you do it all the time, you fucking love it, like, it just comes so naturally. Why do you have to have what is a normal job? What even is a normal job? Like, there's so many teachers that I admire and I love, and they've made this their
Yeah.
business. And I'm like, I was like, why me? Why not me? Why me in coffee shop, busting my ass?
Yeah.
Why not me reading tarot cards? Like, I'm good at it, and I've had loads of good feedback. I've been doing it long enough.
I can't wait now. Even
Why the
more.
fuck not?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, when passion, passion should drive what you do. I mean, it's like, we
Yeah.
talked about, I think we touched on Ikigai before, haven't we, briefly?
Yep.
Yeah, it's your Ikigai is something that serves other people and
Totally.
yourself, and it's your passion, and you're good at it, and you can make money from it. It's like,
Yeah.
that's good
And
for you.
I had this weird, like, capitalist thing of, like, you should suffer in your job.
Yeah, well, that's
Like,
it. That's what you're taught, though.
and then
you're supposed to
deserve-
be miserable. Yeah, you
then
do
you
the
deserve
money,
your
get
good
the
thing.
treats. Yeah, do the money, get the treats. But you can combine the two. You can make it,
Yeah.
and that's what serves our community so much more. When we see people happy and flourishing, like, it makes us want to be happy
But
and
it's-
flourish. And
Totally.
It's also that, like, time-old saying, ye old time saying, do what you love and you never work a day in your life.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing, right? Because we know that, but then actually doing it feels like a little bit icky.
It's because we're trained. It's like Western civilization. I go on a lot about Western civilization.
We go, too much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop that.
It's like Western civilization. It trains us like from a young age. It's you grow up, you go to school, you get a job in.
That's your
like,
worth.
and that's what you do, and you climb the ladder, and you do all of that stuff. And it's when people they go against the grain and they go do what they love, even if you're not making shit tons of money, but you're making enough money to live.
Yeah.
Then who cares?
Totally.
Like really, who cares?
That's where I'm at. I'm like, I need to survive and have something sustainable.
like have your number and then work towards that.
Yeah.
That's it.
100%.
And you're happy doing it, so your days are going to be more fulfilled.
Yeah, he's
100%.
hoping.
Yeah.
You got twice the money, but if you're not feeling mentally stimulated and fulfilled in what you do, then you're always going to be chasing like quick little ups for things instead of something that's, like we were talking about the other week with happiness, and something that actually serves your happiness overall. Like it's something that agrees with you, empowers you, and empowers others around you.
Yeah.
I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million more. And like I know everybody has a skill, and I'm not trying to be self-deprecating, but it's like if I had a skill, I would harness that into being a business owner. Like I would, because making, I don't know, let's use random numbers, making $50,000 in a business for myself where I keep all the profits and I am my own boss and I manage my time and my calendar and everything.
Yeah.
Versus making $100,000 working for someone else and not being happy and not being fulfilled, I would rather take 50 grand.
Yeah, 100%.
Like 100%. If I had a skill, I would turn it into a business.
Because there's
I
so
don't know
many
what that is yet.
factors that go into your happiness.
Yeah.
So many. And if you can control more of them. I got this silly idea of like, I'm grown now, I've learned from my mistakes, I can go work for someone else and it's going to be a breeze. But actually that's not my personality. My personality is like, I'm going to go do the fucking best that I can do, even though I don't really care about it. I'm like, and then I'm burnt out and I'm like, why? What? That was not how we were meant to do that.
Yeah.
I was meant to just go and earn some money, and I just did the same
But then
cycle again.
Yeah, you fall into it, and then like you look up 5 years later, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm still here."
Yeah, I'd probably be dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I'm the same way though. I really struggle with just what quote unquote normal jobs.
Yeah.
And that's been like a sticking point throughout my life. But luckily, I'm very fortunate that I have my mom because she knows that about me, and she's always encouraged the fact that I'm not built for a normal quote unquote.
Yeah, but what the
job.
hell is normal, right?
Like I go to a job, I do the things that are listed to me in the morning, and then I get paid at the end, rather than me going out there and going, what do I want to do, and what's gonna create a network around me of people that I want to be around every day. Like I don't want to be paid to be around people I don't like. That's just don't really hate it.
100%.
That's the main thing. It's the people you work with. I love. That's what's kept me in personal training for so long as a job, is the fact that I do love the people I work. You're both people that have paid me to be out, and look where we are now. Like we're like doing this. Like my job means that I get to meet people that I really care about and hang out. I always say like, I get to be paid by my friends to make their life better and hang out with them for like an hour a day. Like
that's what I'm aiming for.
That's hard to fucking beat, really, you know. But I know that I also want to excel creatively, and that's where I want to be going next. I really like doing creative tasks, and I burn myself out by trying to do both. So I need to start combining those into my life. So really, what I'm doing is just garnering clients, getting them all on my podcast, and eventually getting paid by it.
I mean, we're manifesting right now.
Wait. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yes, someone pay us.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Or sponsor us, even better, okay? Because we want to be paid to do the things that we like, so we never work a day.
Just give us your money, okay?
And I'm going to jump onto this. Maybe I can do like a little cameo every now and then, do an astro forecast.
Oh, I was already thinking we should do like a double up when my mum comes because you guys are going to get on so well.
Definitely want to meet your mum.
Yeah.
Love meeting
I'm
mums.
meeting her anyway. Yeah, you're going to love meeting my mum because you're just like, I could put,
You guys
I
are
love
gonna
a
do
mother.
the same.
well, I could put
yeah.
100 people into a crowd and I'd be like, now you have to go through, you win $100 if you guess which one's my mum. And we don't look alike, but you will know which one's mum.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Bring on the mothers.
Bring
on the mothers. I also
Bring on the MILFs.
Okay, again, this is starting to look more and more like a casting couch. All right. But what is spirituality and what does that mean? Like, what if that's obviously like a big question to unpack.
What does it mean to you?
What does it mean to you?
I mean, I can definitely do it through my own guise. So I think what spirituality means to me is, I think first and foremost, like being in touch with your own intuition, which is something that I totally lost growing up. And that's been the big journey of getting back to it. Because I think actually your intuition is a superpower in a world that constantly tells you what you should and shouldn't do. So definitely being in touch with your own intuition. I think spirituality as well is connecting with something bigger than us. So obviously we're used to like religious things and this thing of God and, you know, commandments, all that sort of stuff. But I think it's just knowing that we're connected to something bigger. And also knowing that you do have like a lot more control over your own set of circumstances.
Yeah, it's like that thing with like situation versus like your life.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What Toll talks about is that.
It's given me back like a sense of control
Good,
in myself. And yeah, I think it's just like a really good tool for self-development. Like I did not know. I thought I knew who I was. Turns out I was just sprinting in my life. I was sprinting so fast that I didn't even have time to figure out why I was sprinting. I didn't even know I was sprinting.
Yeah.
Whereas the accident happened, maybe we'll touch on that later. And then after that, it was like, oh, I literally cannot sprint. My leg was smashed up. And it was like,
what happened? What accident?
Yeah,
so
touch on the accident.
like God struck me down and I'm
Okay.
so grateful for it now. At the time I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It was broad daylight and I went to cross the road. This was in the UK. This was just near Oldham. Beautiful.
Stunning place.
Is it a shithole?
It's like the outskirts of Manchester. No, it's totally
Okay.
fine.
It's totally fine.
It ended up being a really bad place to go to hospital. Had a really bad experience, but that's cool. It's how it was meant to go. But I basically was just crossing the road. I just wanted to get a Kinder Bueno from the shop. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Shout out Kinder
I know. And
So
now I'm
good.
gluten free. I can never have one ever
Not
again.
even a happy hippo.
I know, none of it. I'm an unhappy hippo.
Oh.
So basically I went to cross this road and a car stopped and let me go. So I've crossed the road and a car's come from the other side and just not seen me. And basically the tyre went over my
Oh my god.
leg and my ankle. It was bad. So when I came round, my foot, how gross can we go?
You're fine.
Goes
Okay,
first.
so basically, for those listening, if you look down at your foot and it's pointing at 12 o'clock on the clock, my foot was pointing at 9 o'clock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I looked down and I was like, I'm never looking at that foot ever again, ever. I can't ever look at it.
That's horrific.
So
That's
yeah, it was
horrific.
really complicated injury. I had a really bad experience in the hospitals and yeah, I was basically laid up for like 10, 12 weeks because I had compartment syndrome. So that basically means you'd swelling from the inside. So you can't have your limbs down because they just swell again. It's really, really, really painful. But basically, he's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
The
For those who
cat's around my foot at the minute. How cute.
Cassie's come to comfort.
But basically, I was laid there back at home on this bed with my leg up and this was like in 2017 and I was getting loads of content on my phone that I'd never been conscious of before. And then I'm suddenly laid there and I realised all this content on my phone is like fitness girlies, I'm using inverted quotes here, being like, we all have the same amount of hours in the day. And like, if you want to feel healthy, you can go for a run. And I was laid there like, I physically can't, like, no, I can't do any of this.
Yeah.
None of this is resonating with me. It's just making me feel bad.
That you can't do
That I
it.
can't, and like, that's not going to be for a long time. And it was like, there's got to be more to everything than just like a skinny girl on Instagram telling me I should just get up at 5 a.m. and go for a run.
Yeah.
And I deleted everything. I like culled my social media, and then all these lovely spiritual things started coming in, and I was like,
Just resonated.
it's totally resonating. I don't have a fucking clue what any of it means, but it's making sense, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's like what started.
Just to like kickstart your journey.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And so that would have been what, like 2017 would have been like 8 years ago?
8 years.
Look at that fucking
It
math.
happened on the 21st
She
of
works in
Feb,
finance.
so we're like nearly at the 8-year anniversary.
Okay.
And that was a tough anniversary for a few years, and now I'm just like,
Proud of
that's
you.
okay.
Well, it's crazy looking at you now, like compared to, I mean, just
Yeah.
seeing your movement patterns and everything are so great now.
Oh, and I was
Yeah.
raged. I had full-on
Yeah.
post-traumatic stress
Yeah.
disorder. I was like raged.
I always harp
Fucked
on about it on this podcast, but have you done EMDR therapy for
Yes,
it?
it saved my
that's
life.
That's what saved my
It's
life
the
as
only
well.
thing that
Yep.
helped.
So shout out again for EMDR.
Big
shout-
up EMDR,
yeah,
any
saved my
trauma.
life. I always say I wouldn't be here without it because I have PTSD.
Yeah.
But that I would say now that I live a relatively normal life for
Yeah.
someone who's been diagnosed with PTSD and
Oh,
dissociative
yeah.
disorder.
Yeah.
Thanks to EMDR, and it's purely down to that.
It took them years to send me for that, which was just, it
That's
didn't make
really
any
upsetting.
sense. They were sending me to CBT. It was like, I can't
Yeah.
think my way out
Out
of
of it,
this.
no.
Like, it's a trauma response.
Yeah, it is. It's in your body. It's not something
Yeah.
you can control at all.
Yeah, EMDR is
It's
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
My sister's actually just started it herself as well, and that's really exciting to see
So
that she's now
good.
getting it too.
Yeah, that shit is
It's,
incredible.
Yeah, the people it's getting more and more commonly known.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what EMDR stands for, it means eye movement
Desensitization.
desensitization reprocessing.
I know this because we've talked about it
So many times.
9,000 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I do it every
It's
single time something
incredible.
And
comes up. I'm
I
like,
don't mean that
it's
insensitively.
so-
I just
No.
mean like now I
it's
know
'cause I
about
always
it.
will say it because I'm like anyone who's out there who has trauma, how big or how small, it is big because it's impacting your life, and EMDR can change your life for the
Yeah.
better.
It like identified something really interesting that I had no awareness of. So I had EMDR like 3 years after the accident. Totally fucked up PTSD for 3 years. You're like falling down in the street, sweating, shaking, like when sirens went by. It was crazy.
Oh.
And in maybe like the second session, because in EMDR, as you'll know, you go through the trauma like step by
Yeah.
step. And in the second session, we were doing in the hospital. And so when I came round for the first time in the hospital, I had a cast on my leg like they do for a normal break. But I came round, I was in the most excruciating pain, like insane pain. It felt like my leg was busting out of the cast. Because it was. That's what
Yeah.
compartment syndrome is. And I'm laid in this bed and I'm seeing like a gaggle of nurses having a meeting, like 5-10 meters away, not far at all. And I'm like screaming in so much pain, and no one looked at me.
Gosh.
And so you don't think about it. Obviously,
No.
you just in the shit and you just move on. But then when we did EMDR, I was like, oh my God, my fucked up brain in that moment thought I'd turned invisible.
Yeah.
It's not funny, but it's funny.
It's so
Yeah.
funny. It's like my brain was like, I'm here
Like I'm a ghost.
screaming.
I guess it's kind of like
But
sleep
no one-
paralysis, but
yeah.
in real life.
In
like
real
that,
life.
unable
Oh, I
to-
was like
unable to
upright,
get
like,
anything.
oh my God. And no one looked. So I actually thought I turned invisible. And that just got slotted back in my brain. Like, we're just going to keep that for later.
It's like, oh, that's an interesting little tidbit.
Crazy.
So do you want that?
That's okay.
I never have my sound on my phone. That's really weird.
God's calling.
I never have my sound on my phone to the point where when I got an Instagram notification earlier, I was like, I didn't know they made noises.
I feel like that was God. Like, I thought you said you were grateful for this experience, and you've been really slagging it off right now.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah, and I think naturally, like, looking, like, say you were in the hospital, what you said, 10, 12 weeks.
Sorry, so I was in the hospital for a week, but I was laid up. I was non-weight
bedridden,
bearing.
basically.
Yeah.
For like 10, 12
Wow.
weeks. It makes you put, like, you have nothing else to do other than reflect. Reflect on all of the decisions in your life. Reflect on, like, where you're at, what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And, like you said, you saw content of, like, fitness promoters or fitness people, fitness girlies. And you're like, this doesn't resonate. There must be much more. But it's like you're shining a mirror on yourself. You're like, actually, I've had a really real experience happen to me. Nothing resonates with me.
Yeah.
And it just kind of makes you readjust and rethink your life. And, like, naturally, situations like that and any trauma, you'll change after it.
I must stress, it was a very long period of that sort of processing. I was angry. I was laid in that bed. I was so fucking angry. And all of that took a long, I just think it's really good to stress because sometimes in these stories it can be like people think it's overnight, and it was like,
no.
Fuck. And
It's
I was
normal
awful.
to have those sorts of responses for a very long time.
Yeah, I'd gone from being like this people pleasing, always nice to everyone, to I was absolutely ravaged. It was wild. Yeah.
No, trauma changes you though, and
It does.
It's like you're not responsible for things that happen to you. You are responsible for your recovery from them. Like, and that's like there's a few like tough things that I've heard over the years. I think I've told you this before. Like, one of the toughest things that my therapist ever said to me was because I tend to think back on like the thing that happened, and I got angry and all these other emotions around it, and I would keep feeling these things. So it would feel like not good to feel those things. Obviously, it didn't feel good to feel those things, but I would feed into feeling those things. Yeah. And she went, well, stop doing that. And I was like, what do you mean? She was dwelling. She was like, it's not doing anything good for you. And she was like, so stop doing it. And I was like,
how dare you tell me exactly what I need to hear right now?
You know what? You're right, I guess. So
I hate you.
Damn it. I was like, you know what?
I'll stop being annoyed at you in 6 months when
And
I'm done with it.
I think I was walking home afterwards and I was like, well, maybe I like to dwell. And I was like, but why? And I was like, well, that's stupid, isn't it, Robyn? And I was like, well, you know what? Fine. I guess I'm not going to dwell anymore. And then I was like, I guess I have to stop doing that now.
I feel like this feeds in beautifully to spirituality. Like, it's such a mind shifter. Like, that if you're like dwelling on something and you can't budge it, like pulling the cards out and like, how the fuck can I release this? Or like, where can I look positively? Or like, what energy can I embody to shift past this shit? Like, it's huge. It can really help.
I found like my own personal experience, like I had a concussion June last year.
This is concussion number 3.
Yeah, the last one that
oh my God, Aries rules the head.
It was pretty bad. Like I was bedridden for 5 weeks.
Shit.
Bedridden. Like I was off work, and then I kind of went back to work for a day, and then I couldn't be at work because of the screens and the lights and stuff. And then I got prescribed to like do part-time hours, and then be like lying in bed. I had to wear pedophile glasses. It was this whole big thing. But yeah.
She means the ones that when you see them on Friends and Files, you're like, that guy.
That guy did it.
That guy did it.
It just took a little second for me. I was like, do they prescribe that?
Yeah, they do. Actually, they do. They give you They do. They give you pedophile glasses. Can confirm.
They get a slight suspicion. They're like, you need to wear these.
Yeah. Lady.
They're like normal glasses, but you can't see children.
Yeah.
They would be perfect.
They would.
Problem solved.
Oh, I think we just created a business.
Wow. Beautiful.
Now we just need
all our customers.
Now we just
great.
need some. We have the best clientele in the world.
Data entry would be very important to protect our clients.
Yeah, it would be. Oh my God. Okay. But that situation, like being bedridden, is like you have literally nothing to do. You're not allowed to go on your phone. I did, but you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to reduce screen time massively. That kind of sent me on like a journey of like, I wouldn't say I'm like a massively spiritual person, but it's been like a discovery period over the last couple of months.
Something up.
Yeah, definitely. It just kind of made me reflect.
Because
there's
there's nothing else there. In bed, when you're there's literally nothing else there.
And I think what my thought process is, and like where I'm kind of at now is, it's just connection. And like we had a moment where, like, I think for me, what life is about anyways is about connections, and whether that's with people or nature or environment, but that kind of, you call it a trauma if you want, I got kicked in the face with a soccer ball, but that sent me on.
Carry on.
Translation.
Yeah, for those who don't know.
I got kicked in the face by a football.
I'm just laughing at your awful experience here, sorry.
Fine. That's what we do.
Promise it wasn't me that kicked the football.
Great, we'll put like a
We've
laughing
only
track
just
over
met.
your like foot description earlier.
Yeah.
We will. In after edit.
It all comes back around.
As she leaves, I'm just going to kick her in the ankle slightly, like, just fuck you.
Will you get the other one?
Yeah.
That was
I will.
wrecked.
I'll just break the other one for
Yeah.
you.
Then we'll be able to feel the difference. Really, that'd be a gift.
But so like that trauma, if you want to call it that kind of sent me on the same pathway. It's just like kind of made me just reevaluate like where I'm at in my life and what I'm doing and what makes me happy, what I want to do, and that's where we kind of are at now. But yeah.
So I must say you're about to start your Saturn return, which is huge. We can touch on this later.
Yeah, let's touch on it a little bit right now, because I don't know if this is relevant at all in any way, shape, or form, but I'm about to embark on maternity leave. I'm pregnant.
That face of the wine? No.
No, I'm not pregnant. I went to my boss. I'm going on a sabbatical, but I asked for
I'm still catching up. I'm like...
No, so I'm taking 6 months off. So I went to my boss like a couple months ago and just asked for time. Like I was just like I need to like kind of spend some time with my family, travel, just kind of get in touch with like what I want to do with my life.
That's very Saturn return coded.
So that's what I mean. And then you're like, oh, we're doing this, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not a massive believer of all of this stuff, but like let's find some links.
Okay.
You know?
So your Saturn return, Robyn, you're finishing yours, and Liv, you're just about to start yours. So basically, it's when Saturn moves back to where it was when you were born. So you have Saturn in Aries. And basically Saturn is all to do with like responsibility, hard work, kind of like that slow and steady grind. It's like one of my favourite teachers, Eliza Kelly, calls it Daddy Saturn. It's like, you know, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
Put a ring on it, Daddy Saturn.
Yeah, actually, I don't want Daddy Saturn to put a ring on me.
Put a hand on the throat.
But basically,
cut that out.
The Saturn return happens between being like 28 and 30, roughly. And that's actually like your step into adulthood. Like we have this kind of false thing of like, you're 18, you're an adult. Like, no, you fucking not.
Yeah.
You've got your whole 20s of like having fun and sussing things out. But when you get to your Saturn return, it can be a bit tricky to go through. It can feel a bit sticky and like, I don't want to grow up just yet kind of thing. But it kind of will reveal to you what you want to leave behind in like your teens and 20s and what you actually want to take forward into this proper adult phase. Now, you don't need to buy a power suit and start getting, you know, stocks.
No, and I'm not.
She's like 9 power suits in. She needs to buy something else.
I am 9 power suits in.
But if that's you, fuck yeah, get more power suits. But it's definitely a big time of revealing shit to you, but it can feel a bit sticky and a bit uncomfortable.
It's funny though, because I just said last week, I think I actually said the words, okay, I'm ready for adulthood now. Like, I just was like, I'm ready for adulthood now.
And you're actually cruising up to your actual Saturn return, because I've checked the degrees. So the next few weeks, you're on like a build up to the
Well, luckily my mum will be here to like help me through it.
Well, I feel like by the time you're at the end of it, like you're already zhuzhing in that direction. It might just show you a last couple of little.
I honestly feel like
Zhuzhin.
I love a zhuzh.
Love a zhuzh.
But yeah, no, I don't. I have power suits because I work in a very corporate.
Because I'm an Aries stellium.
Because I'm a corporate boss bitch girl that dresses just like a butch lady. Every other day of the week. But I'm going on like an adventure over the next 6 months just to try and like figure out what I want. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll come back and I'll be like, fuck no, I'm so career focused and that's what I want to do. But I just feel like there's more. Like I just in life, I don't know, I feel like the happiest moments in my last years have been scuba diving. Like scuba
love-
diving,
that's
swimming
so
with
random.
dolphins.
I
I
love
wasn't
that.
expecting you to go there either. I'm not gonna
Absolutely
lie.
not. but
It has
fuck
been,
yeah.
honestly, just being outside, like being in the water. It's snorkeling, scuba diving, swimming with dolphins. I've done all of that in the last kind of couple
So-
years, and it's just I'm never happier than when I'm there, and I'm like I just want to kind of do that.
We need to look at your midheaven. That's like
I
your
don't know what it
career area of your astrology chart. And
Uh.
I feel like it was in Scorpio, which is a water sign,
Yeah,
which
it's
kind of
water.
makes sense. But I can't remember. We'll have to look. One little bit of advice I would give, like go and do your 6-month journey, have the most fucking fun. Like don't put too much pressure on
Yeah.
having everything sussed out at the end because you're just embarking
To-
on this Saturn return
To
journey.
be fair, even my friends have told me like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to figure this out in 6 months.
Yeah, this might be
you're
an
trying to figure
unfolding.
out you're trying to figure out where you want to live, what you want to do, what career you want, everything. You're trying to figure that out in 6 months. But I think that's who I am, that I'm like I need to sort it out.
Aries coded, totally.
Anyways.
Now,
But I
today.
think
Top of my wine, peasant.
I think like give the next 2 years a lot of grace, and like I think a lot of shit will be revealed to you in the next 2 years.
Cool.
But yeah, go and have
Cool,
fun.
great.
Like if you've just been busting ass in the corporate world
For
and you've got
9 years,
yeah,
yeah.
you've got an opportunity to go be free. Like fuck yeah, go do that.
So we're going to move into tarot. First, Sam, can you give us just like a rundown on what tarot is for those who don't know?
So tarot is basically, it's a deck of cards and they all have different images, different suits, and we basically use them as a divination tool. So receiving messages, receiving clarity. That's kind of it. I guess like, where are you at the minute? Is there anything in particular you want to know? And if not, that's fine, I can guide you.
Don't look at me.
Robyn.
Look at her, don't look at me. She knows exactly what she wants to ask.
I know exactly what I want to ask.
Go on.
Just ask it, do it.
I might guide you in a different direction, but
Yeah.
tell me where you're at.
Well, I'm not. How much information do I have to give?
Cryptic. What do you want to know?
I want to know.
Right now.
I don't know. I don't know. I
She's
want
like, what's black and white and red all over?
What is?
A newspaper.
There is a card for that.
I think I got a cream for that.
I'd like to know about love, and I'd like to know about podcasts.
So you want like love, career.
Yeah, love, career, maybe.
So maybe
Just
like
life. Like, what do my cards have in store for me?
Ooh, what we could do is, what does Liv need to know about love? What does Liv need to know about her career?
Yeah.
What does Liv need to know? Like,
About life.
what's the
Yeah.
energy we
Well,
should be pursuing
the
going
ener-
forward
the
in
energy-
general?
Right, like the place that I'm at in my life, right? I've just said like I'm going on this 6-month adventure just
Yeah.
to kind of whatever. I was talking to one of my coworkers this morning about how like I'm excited but I'm terrified as well because I have a fear of failure because my whole life I've just been like trying to succeed and trying to like be in the position that I'm in now, which is a really really good job and like have that career life.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of like taking pause and I just don't know where I'm going to end up in 6 months. So if I could have anything on like, love, career, life. I'm not actually too interested in love because I want to be like more, I just want to focus on myself for the time. But
Love that, and I really recommend that. I will obviously read whatever you want, but I feel more passionate about the trip you're about to take.
do that then. Do whatever you're inclined to do.
Because
I want it to be like genuine.
That's like a personal journey for you that will probably reveal a lot more about your love life and your career and all these other
Yeah, do
things. Because where you are now and who you are in 6 months will probably be quite different, I would imagine.
I hope so. Well, I've done this. I've orchestrated this whole entire thing because I lived a very comfortable life. Like, I don't want for anything. I have enough money to go on trips and do what I want and be self-independent and whatever. Self-independent. I'm pretty sure that's just independent, but whatever.
Let's add some gusto.
Don't come at me.
Doubling down.
I'm doubling down. I'm self-independent. But so I've purposefully blown my life up because growth doesn't come from a place of comfort.
Agreed.
And I feel like I have more growing to do as a person, so I've blown my life up so that I can grow.
Okay, so maybe what I would ask is like, where are you at right now? And then I think a 3-card pull. I'm thinking, where are you right now?
Okay.
What?
Oh, I thought that was a question. I
What
was gonna be like,
can-
I'm on my way.
Oh, I'm drunk.
Yeah. Where are you? I'm drunk.
Where are you
I had a great time.
15%. Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking where you're at right now. Just like clarify where we're at. What should we focus on in this 6-month sabbatical, and where are we going to be at after?
Sweet. I'm gonna.
If that feels good for you.
That feels great for me. I'm gonna
Okay.
preface with 2 things.
Go for it.
I had my fortune told once when
Yeah.
I was in Italy. I was in the streets of Italy somewhere with my ex-boyfriend, and
Sounds
this was
romantic. Delightful.
It was super romantic. You can tell by the tone of my voice. It's so sarcastic. The lady read my fortune, and she's like, basically said, like, you've just gone through, like, a big breakup, and you're gonna find yourself, and, like, all that stuff. And I was like, we've been together for 3.5 years, like, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. Like, you're so wrong. Because I was, like, so skeptical on this stuff, right? And then...
And then did you break up?
Yep. For the better, I left him.
Of course.
I
Always.
left. Yeah, I left him, and then I looked back. I remembered that like
God.
6 months ago. I was like, wow, that nothing was more accurate than that.
Wow.
What that lady
But it
said.
feels so jarring at the time because you're
But-
like, no, bitch.
Well, you find
She did the wrong timing. It was like you've just been through.
And that's the weirdest
I was
thing.
like,
though,
I
'cause-
haven't been through a breakup, so you're fucking wrong. And I'm like closed off to believe anything else she says.
Right, because time is such a weird construct. Like, even though in this physical realm you weren't broken up, it's like something in the other, you were
You're
done,
done, guys.
So, like,
Well,
that's the
women
weirdest
like
thing
leave
about
before-
readings.
But
Because
then-
I think if people are skeptical and they're like trying to, I'm not saying this is you, by the way, but trying to prove, it's like, it's not using it for what it's actually made for.
This is my kind of grievance with tarot.
Yeah.
Specifically, tarot TikTok.
Let's get into it.
Because tarot TikTok ruined my life.
Yeah, easy done. It's easy done. As a tarot reader, I understand.
It's because, like, I think what it is like, obviously, like, you're here now with me. You've got to know a little bit about me. It's
Yeah.
going to be specific to me.
Uh-huh.
Whereas the ones that are on TikTok, you're reading for an audience of
Okay.
thousands of people.
So I must say something.
Yeah, go.
I love TikTok tarot readers and Instagram ones because, yes, there is that thing of like, well, it could be for... No.
Take what
This
resonates, leave what
it's a
doesn't.
beautiful opportunity to work with your own intuition.
Yeah.
So, like, if you get drawn to one, like, I get hundreds.
Same.
And I just scroll past, and then one, I'm like, I need to watch this. And I watch it, and I'm like, yep, I needed to, yep. That's
Yeah,
the connect.
that's the problem.
So it's a nice intuitive, it's a good opportunity to work on your own intuition. But if you're vulnerable or stressed,
I think that's...
it can feed into some
I
gnarly
do think
stuff.
that's the position I was in. I was like, I was clutching at straws and in a position that I was like, I was so desperate for something.
Totally.
And then I was just getting fed like tarot.
Yeah.
Everything was reinforcing what I wanted.
Yeah.
It was like, it's meant to be. Because
Yeah.
they're all very vague, right? It's like, it's this, it's that. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's the end all and be all. They will contact you, blah, 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 blah. And then nothing ever happened. And I was just like, I went down a web of it.
Do you think that kind of links back in, this kind of goes for both of you to be honest, that links back into what we were talking about the other week with signs and how some people are more vulnerable towards seeing and picking out signs depending on where they're at already in their head. Like
Probably.
if you're like thinking you're like confirmation bias of something, so
Yeah.
you're feeding into that, and that it's like how people with schizophrenia need to be more wary of things like looking at signs and superstitions and things. Same with OCD. It's like it can
Yeah.
be an unhealthy thing to kind of feed
I
into.
literally made this joke with one of my besties. So she was going through some career stuff. It was all pretty bad. And I was like, do you want me to just do a little quick reading for you? And she was like, yeah, of course. And then, like, she's one of my best friends, we're so close, so I just go full fucking hoo-ha. And I was like...
Can we have that version? I want the full fucking hoo-ha.
Yeah, I will try my best. She's like, she feels like family, so it was basically I said at the beginning, I was like, oh, like, I feel like your granddad wants to come through. I hope that's okay. And then I was like, isn't this cute that this literally is such a fine line between mental illness and tarot reading. But for the sake of this tarot reading, let's say spirituality. Not just hearing voices. She took it well. The reading was good, so it was fine.
I wonder if you get many schizophrenic tarot readers.
That's what I mean. Like,
maybe
you,
boys, wait,
how are you gonna know?
That's not your granddad. I'll ignore that one.
Yeah, because I knew like
pops
that's...
in there and goes, this one is your granddad.
Yeah, I was like, that's like going a bit, like, obviously granddad's passed, they were very close and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I don't want to, she's already going through it. I don't want to bring up some, but then I was like, imagine if I'm just mentally ill. Got some voices coming through.
I love confidence in your like audience. I mean, like,
I love that she's laughing. I love that she's laughing. She's like, imagine if I'm just mentally ill, and we've definitely got like some people listening.
And let's get into your reading.
You're mentally ill. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
we know we're all mentally ill.
But I don't think it hinders.
I'm certified.
I don't think it hinders my reading skills. I think it enhances them.
Okay, it helps them. Perfect.
Reading skills.
So one thing I do need to add to the tarot TikTok doom scroll.
Okay.
I would, for everyone out there, if ever you're using tarot, and I don't know if this was you, by the way, it just, I must say, if you're using tarot to find out about other people, you're doing it wrong. Always look out for yourself, how you feel, blah, blah, blah. If you do want to know about someone, ask like, what energy are they giving me right now?
Yeah,
I think that's a really good idea.
Focus on yourself.
I think that's my problem, is because I was going into it with like, tell me what they feel.
Yeah, and we can't, we physically can't do that.
No, and I was like latching onto everything. I say tarot TikTok ruined my life. I'm hyperbolic, obviously.
Like a better thing, if you were curious about how someone felt about you, you could be like, okay, I have this romantic situation. What is this doing for me?
Yeah.
I've just tapped the tarot cards on my microphone, sorry.
That's okay.
What is this doing
Bang, bang,
for
bang.
me? Because I had a situation with my ex-boyfriend who was a menace, and I was doing that, like, what is this relationship bringing up for me right now? And it was the Three of Swords, which is literally a heart with swords jammed into it. I was like, do you know what? I don't need to know how he feels.
Yeah,
It's not doing me any good. Yeah. I've got a heart pierced with 3 swords.
Yeah, fair.
Like, fuck what he's thinking.
I need to focus on myself right now.
Ouch.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
So we're doing where you're at now.
Where am I at right now?
What should we pursue on this 6-month trip? And where are we gonna? What's the light at the end of this tunnel?
What's the tunnel leading to?
Okay. Cards for Liv. Let's do this. Okay, so where you're at right now, the Emperor, very Aries coded. That is like standing on business, making money, diligent, structured, corporate AF. That is corporate AF.
That's where I am at. I'm corporate AF.
She's the Emperor.
I want to show it to the camera.
Yeah, do.
Like and subscribe.
So that, I mean, from everything you've said, what else do we need to fucking know?
AF.
Yeah, that's where you're at now. Oh, this makes me excited to see where we're going here.
Where are we going?
Okay, so what are we focusing on?
Yeah, he's like with a starfish.
Okay, so we've got the 6 of Wands. So, do you want to...
I'll take it to the camera.
So this is like going forward with ideas. This is like... Wands are all to do with creativity, and like it's fire-based. You've got a lot of Aries placements. This is about going ahead with ideas. So I don't know if, okay, intuitively I'm feeling that maybe you're going to have ideas come up, or ideas that you already have that you're working on, they're going to bloom. Like just by going away and doing this 6-month thing, you're going to be like my guy on the horse, like, fuck yeah, I've got all these things, I'm inspired, let's go.
Okay.
Kind of vibe. And then for the light at the end of the tunnel, oof.
Is that not a good card?
He just looks stressed. So I think this actually is a really good thing to consider, because this is like a bit maybe overwhelm. So like we need to look at these two together.
Okay.
Because obviously this trip is like you've got a beautiful 6 months ahead of you that you can have whatever you want. What this is saying to me is like, you've already got that. You don't need to fall back into this emperor, this corporate like business. I'm that bitch. You've got that locked down. Maybe don't get too overwhelmed with the new ideas and like maybe focus on specific ideas that feel really good and the ones where you're like, you can let them
Not
go.
that passionate.
Focus on the ones that you're excited about, but also
Okay.
don't put pressure on, it's like contradictory. Don't put pressure on sussing everything out immediately. I think things will be revealed to you, but there's something about maybe not getting a week in and being like, I've fucking sussed it. I know what I need to do. I'm gonna go. Like, you've got 6 months and you've got a plethora of ideas. You've got the opportunity to find what really is gonna work for you here. This is also telling me like, okay, how do I say this? You don't want to use this beautiful opportunity of growth and get stuck in that rigidity, like use it as an opportunity for growth and be wary of coming out of the other end of it, feeling more confused. Again, it links into the Saturn return. You're just embarking on this journey. So I think this 6 month sabbatical is perfect timing to start it off, but you've got another 2 years here of refining that energy because
Okay.
you've got that, but I think the next 2 years is going to refine how it shows up for you and how it can work for you better. Because like you said, you boss it in the corporate world, but actually you fucking love scuba diving and doing all those sorts of things.
I love
So
scuba diving.
maybe this is going to come up and you're going to be like, well, I can go do that in corporate world, or I can be a scuba instructor, or I can do this, or blah, 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 blah. You might get to the end of it with more thoughts than you started with.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. You've still got another lovely 2 years where all this shit's going to tease itself out.
Well, it kind of resonates. I'm just gonna say, because yes, I'm definitely in that energy right now. Like,
Yeah.
I've definitely got my shit sorted. I'm very headstrong. Know exactly who I am. Know exactly what. Well, I don't know what I want, but I'm in that world.
Yeah.
And I'm doing really well at it.
Yeah.
And I know that I can do well at it moving forward.
Yeah. And have confidence in that. That's your back burner.
That's where I have confidence. Is I know that at work my shit don't stink.
Yeah.
Basically, like
you're not leaving that by leaving that job by going somewhere else. That's still you.
That's me. That's who I am. And that's what my coworkers tell me all the time is like, you're gonna land on your feet no matter where you go. Like
always.
You are exactly
You're an Aries.
who you are.
100%.
That second one resonates probably the most is because one of the reasons why I took this is I had a couple business ideas. And I was like, there's one in particular, there's the podcast, obviously, because this is what I love doing.
Yeah.
And honestly, even if this never does anything, like, I'm happy that we're doing it because...
Oh, it's expanding.
It's good for the soul.
It's good for the soul.
It's good for the soul. We do a lot of shit talk, but we do a lot of really good topics. Yeah. And it's something that I have a lot of fun with, so I'm really happy that we did this, or that we're doing it. And then there's a couple other things that I've been bouncing around in my head that I was like, I will use the time off to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one to me, now it's just me reading my own tarot cards.
Do it. That's the best fucking way,
but
honestly.
I look at that, like I look at the end of 6 months, am I going to be like, fuck, do I continue what I'm doing now because I've got like good ideas and I've got things going, or do I go back to the comfort and safety of security, basically? So
what this card tells me is you might not be in the best position to make a big decision.
Yeah.
Because that's such a mind fuck, isn't it? Like, you've got your stability and what you've been good at and what's worked for you, but you've also got all this lovely creative energy and ideas going forward. And if only life was so simple that within 6 months we walk out the end of it like, I've got it. I've got the fucking answer. But I think there's just a potential, and I know, like, again, Aries coded, that is not the vibe you're after. You want to, like, know where you're fucking going and just jump and
100%.
go. Jump and go.
100%.
This is saying, like, you have a lot of ideas come up, and it might be a source of overwhelm, but it's not forever.
I am trying to as well go into this with a little bit of, like, because I am such a person that, like, I need to know where I'm going at all times, and I need to have a plan at all times. Not a plan, but I need to, like, be doing shit and getting shit done at all times. I'm trying desperately to go into this with an open mind and just be open to opportunities.
That's brilliant.
Like, I might meet someone or might do something, and that might open a door, and then I might, you know, someone might be like, let's go kite surfing. And I'm like, that is my fucking life now.
Like, that reads to me. What I like about you is like that, what you were saying about your coworkers and what I've also thought about you leaving for these 6 months. It's like you put like a cap on it.
Yeah.
It's patience to like take lessons from what's happening there and then go, this isn't forever, this is now, and then just be patient and then let it pass and let that time go through.
That's a beautiful way.
Yeah, because you're going to be fine. It's just
embracing
taking,
the chaos.
that moment. Yeah,
I'm not good at that.
None of us, like, that's fucking hard. Like, at the end of the day, we are humans. We need money, we need shelter, we need consistency. Like, that is crucial.
How I am fundamentally as a person and, like, what I believe in is, like, I'm fully independent. I've structured my life to not rely on anyone ever for anything. Yeah. My exes have hated it because they're like, I want you to rely on me.
Give me some money then.
I want you to need me, and I'm like, I don't need anybody.
And good for you.
I'm with you because you enhance my life, or you don't.
She's an icon, a relationship icon. I love that.
Yeah, except for I fall into the traps of comfort and attachment and blah 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 blah.
You mean you're human? How dare you?
Yeah. There is a beautiful journey unfolding, but you're gonna have to give yourself patience and grace.
Yeah, I'm not good with that.
And trust the process. Honestly, the Saturn return thing is pretty fucking big deal.
Yeah.
You've got 2 years of it.
Can you do another one?
Yeah.
Just on, like, I don't know, something unhinged that we can be like.
I have one that I want to add.
Yeah.
What I want to ask is, like, what energy is going to assist your 6 month sabbatical?
Yeah, that's really good.
To try and navigate that. Because, like, that is awesome. That's exciting. That's overwhelm. And, like, it's easy to get stuck. So what can we, you know, like, what can be your undercurrent that you can always come back to? And these are very good cards, by the way. There's nothing, I like them. And I think it really fits with where you're at.
Giving.
None of them, nothing scary. It's just like something to be conscious of.
I look at the last one, I'm like, that's fear for me because I don't like being uncertain about things.
But the thing is, you have this whole 6 months to work towards this. Like, if you already have this in your consciousness, you're going to, like, it's empowering knowing that, like, okay, that could be where we're going. It's going to make me look at things differently along the way. And it also, like I believe magic happens every day, miracles happen every day, but we're in day-to-day life here. So, like, having these little goalposts, it's like, okay, I'm just going to be wary of that, that might make me uncomfortable.
I'd love to do, no matter where we are in the world, whether I come back or not, I'd love to do another catch-up in 6 months.
Fuck yeah.
Just to
we should do that.
redive in.
I reckon earlier than that, 3 months, halfway through your journey. I think we should do that in 3 months.
Well,
if we're both available, like, why not? Because you can just come over and then we can just Zoom it. Because we're going to be doing it remote anyway.
We're doing remote.
Quarterly,
just so you know, guys, this isn't ending because she's leaving.
Yeah.
We're going to keep taunting you.
We're going with her.
We're still there.
We're here.
My tarot card's like, you're going to follow Liv across the
Literally. I see a journey.
I wish.
Oh, yeah, again.
I see a 6 month journey for Sam and Robyn here. What can be, like, an empowering reminder for your journey, maybe? It doesn't sound as hot. I said it really sick before.
You said it better.
Roll the tape.
What energy is going to assist your 6 month sabbatical?
What's going to empower you?
Okay. I don't think you said that.
I didn't at all.
No, you said, like, what energy do I need to take into this to, like, be more...
To enhance.
Yeah.
What energy can enhance this trip? Yeah, it's like, I
people,
want you to have
people
an
listening,
anchor.
Or they're microdosing being a ghost right
people
now, screaming
listening,
what we just said.
they are microdosing it. People listening are like, you fucking said this!
I know. Tell us.
In the
Send it
comments.
telepathically.
Like and subscribe!
And now I see the kookiness of the drinking on the podcast. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going to enhance it? Let's go.
Yeah, what's your anchor?
Is that a compass?
It's Wheel of Fortune. It's like fucking spin it, do whatever the fuck you want.
Do another one.
No, that's good.
I like
That's good.
What? That's like a major
one.
card.
That's a really
I don't know
nice
what it
one.
means.
That's basically saying like you can put all your money on black, like you'll do fucking great. So your anchor throughout this process is whatever is gonna be fucking right for you.
Do you know
is
what-
gonna send
okay,
it. It's
I'm
gonna
gonna-
be awesome.
I'm gonna go back to this for a second.
You have choice. There's so many choices.
But
That's what it's saying.
I think I said this a little bit at the beginning. I said this a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
Is that when you were talking about opening your business and whatnot?
Yeah.
I was saying that when you're on the right path in life, things just fall into place naturally.
Totally.
So everything about
That's very reminiscent of this card, by the way.
no, but this is I have been talking about this. How many times have I said that in the
Yeah.
last like?
You need to
6
believe in
months.
yourself for yourself.
No, but I believe it in general. I just I don't know if like I don't have like I can't go into confidence saying like everything's gonna work out because I think that's like naive.
Okay, dude,
But-
I'm the same. Like, I literally say to everyone, I'm like, daydreaming, it'll come true, and it always does. And then with myself, I'm like, well,
Yeah, but so
I
like
don't know.
so say with this like I don't think anybody at my entire company of like 700 people has ever had a sabbatical.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I went into it.
You're a
with-
fucking
suppressing.
pioneer.
I went into the conversation with my CEO and I said, I'm asking you this on the basis of if you don't ask, you don't get.
Love that.
And then he was like, why did you make this decision? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I fully support it. I want the best for you, etc. Blah, blah, blah.
Incredible.
Approved by our owner in America or whatever. And what? Yeah, exactly.
Put it
and
all
then
in black.
was done. I needed to get rid of my flat, and then that happened within like a day, 2 days.
Yeah.
Got rid of that.
So
Sold,
you're on
sold
the
my
right
furniture.
fucking track.
So wanted to start a podcast. Walked into a place. Was like, fuck, I love this space.
Yeah.
Can we film here? They're like, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we want to do that. We want to
Well,
be a
that was
part of
even
it.
more magical though, because you just sent me a picture of where you were, and I said, "Yeah, that's perfect for the podcast," and you were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
good idea," because she just sent me a picture of where she was at the
Love
travel
that. It
place.
just happened.
it's
I
like-
thought she was sending me podcast setups.
It's like that's the thing that things have been like falling into place quite naturally, and that's when it makes me feel like I am on the right path. That
Well, you are, 100%.
things are working out
you
well.
can't go off
What-
your own path.
What this Wheel of Fortune card tells me is whatever you land on in the future is going to be fucking successful. There's something about embracing the unknown, which is probably
It's hard for me.
difficult. Yeah. So
But maybe
the
that's
cards
why
are
I need to
saying
do this.
it's gold. You're golden.
But that
Like
may-
whatever you go to, you're gonna smash it. So enjoy this period
But
of
maybe
finding
that's
out.
exactly why is because maybe I'm leaving something so solid and
Yeah.
so secure to do fucking whatever I want.
It's weird.
It's weird. It's a weird thing. I've never done this. I've been on
And
my own.
give yourself time to adjust.
Yeah.
It might take you like 3 months just to adjust.
Yeah, well, I've been on my own since I was 17. That I've always just been like trying to make sure that I'm okay, and then now it's like
You've got an opportunity.
I
to
have an
look after
opportunity to like
yourself.
do what I want.
Yeah, don't put any pressure on it. Like whatever, like you've just said, everything's unfolding perfectly and working out. So let this reading be a reminder that everything is absolutely going to work out. Like embrace
Okay.
this liminal
I love
period of time.
I love
and
it.
enjoy it.
I will.
And if ever you get spooked throughout this sabbatical, thinking, "What the fuck am I doing?" Remember that Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, I definitely will.
Whatever I'm gonna do, it's gonna be successful. Whatever I have done has been successful.
It has
I'm
been.
good. Let's just enjoy this weird liminal space.
It has been, and I don't want to say that like cockily,
It's not cocky.
but like
it's
everything
fair.
I have done has been successful. Because
So let that remind you.
everything I have done has led me to where I am right now, and I'm in a really good position.
Which
like
is why we believe there are no such thing as actual poor
Poor
decisions.
decisions.
Whoa.
it's the name of our
Yeah,
podcast.
for that reason.
I know.
No.
Is it?
She's
wow.
like, I know everything.
The angels told me this morning.
Before I came on your podcast.
That was your granddad.
Yeah, it literally
Anyways,
was.
I will give this back to you. I will let you do
Thank
Robyn's
you.
fortune.
Well, shall
I'm-
we do a little wee break?
I
and then
need
do
to
it?
just
Yeah.
end and just say, like, I'm really excited for you going on this journey.
Thank
and just
you.
give
Yeah.
yourself patience, Grace. Like, you've had to support yourself, like you said, your whole life. You've had to be the emperor. Love that. Go be the empress. Go. Just
Yeah.
enjoy it. Like, you're always going to land on your feet. No, you're not just going to land on your feet. You're going to fucking succeed.
Love it.
And you know that. You've got the proof of that. So go and enjoy it and have grace with yourself. It might feel a bit sticky and a bit weird because it's just not what you're used to.
Okay, you've changed my mind. Go do tarot TikTok. Do it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, do it. Fucking do it.
I will.
I've just been doing all the boring.
I'm like, this
second house.
I'm like, this has been a really good chat, actually.
Cat approves.
Cat approves. We take a break. We will see you
Whoa!
No, Cassie, you're
Don't
not
drink
allowed
from
any
that
vodka.
goblet.
You're only 1 in human years and 7 in cat years. So sorry.
We'll see you in
You
1
love
minute.
that reading. Do you agree?
Tarot, back into it. Robyn's reading.
Okay.
How?
Where are you at? What do you want to know? Where's the vibe?
What do I want to know? So this year I'm trying to adult fully. So
Ooh.
I really struggle with, I know, not in the way that other people do, but like my version of it.
Yeah.
So I want to get more routine for myself,
Okay.
but I just want to expand the life that I have in a way that feels genuine and authentic for me.
Okay. So firstly, I'm thinking, what energy can we embrace to expand in the area I want to expand in?
Creativity is definitely the energy that I want into all of it. Like I want creative energy into everything that I do. I want to feel like I'm creating.
Okay. So maybe we ask what creative energy is coming up for me right now. Where is my expansion? So two different things. I think like where are you at right now? We can start with.
Yeah.
Where's Robyn right now? What creative energy can we embrace going forward? And where is my expansion?
Yeah.
You're a Sagittarius rising.
Yeah.
So your whole chart is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion.
Yay!
So, so already I'm like, do we need to ask that? Like anything you touch will turn to gold with that placement, but let's ask it definitely.
Okay.
So where you're at right now, creative energy, where can we expand?
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah. I think a lot of it's
Does that feel good?
I think the other word in there is financial that I want in there. I want them to go in tandem. Because I've had moments before where I've got them both aligned and then I do financially well for that time.
Okay.
But then it doesn't feel aligned anymore. And as soon as it doesn't feel aligned, I fall off all of that.
Okay.
So I need to get into both going together again.
Okay. So with the expansion question, we'll really include like how do I expand authentically, but that brings financial reward.
Yeah, so it can be sustainable. Because it's got to be something that's got to build up my family. Like I want my family unit to be stable.
Okay. So where are you at right now? The Empress! We've been talking about the Empress all night.
I'm your wife.
She's your guiding fucking light here.
Look at that. That is so good.
That
you have to
is
show it to the camera
perfect.
now, and you have to do
I'll do that.
you have to get it to do the. You have to wait for it to
focus.
Yeah, focus. Cover your face.
You are giving Empress right now. And also, I don't want to hijack this reading, but I'm 2 vodka sodas, maybe 3 deep. I've also been getting this card a lot recently for this business.
I also think
very on point.
I also think that like if I were to think of who Robyn is in my life, that is her. Because like I could tell Robyn I'm gonna go start a pig farm tomorrow, and she'd be like, "Yeah, queen, fucking do it."
I would also be like, "Hey, remember that pig farm thing that happened to the government?"
So I must say, first of all, it's card number 3, and we've literally been talking today about how 3 is our lucky number. So where you're at right now, the Empress is just pure feminine energy. It's pure like and you attract what you want by being what you want.
Yeah, anytime I fall off being myself is when I lose everything that I want in my life. And as soon as I re-embody that and just focus on me, everything happens magnetically.
Yeah, this is your guiding light. And I feel like this is very like post-Saturn return.
Yeah.
So like earlier when we were talking about you've been the Emperor and that's fucking awesome. But like embrace some Empress energy.
I've always been a masculine woman though. Like I've always been a tomboy.
So that's both of those energies. And also how beautiful actually that you two are best friends and you're the Emperor and you're the Empress. Like
it's very much our friendship.
What the fuck? Out of 72 cards. You're the emperor and you're the empress.
But that's very much our
Yeah,
friendship.
that is very much our friendship,
I'm
yeah.
very much like I hold it down. I've got shit together. Let's sort
Yeah.
it out.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
do
when
this.
my life's gone to shit and I'm like, I need you.
I'm like, let's
You're
go.
there and you're there with
I
the
love that.
full stability stuff
That
of like, the ground
duality.
And
foundation. stuff, being
Robin's like, I'm like, do I wear this outfit? Does it make me look cute? She's like, yeah, you're fucking stunning.
Love that. That's this.
Great.
But more than
One
that.
more story of that, by the way. Liv was gonna wear her like see-through dress for the first time with like a
Tonight?
No, she did this quite a few months ago, and she was
Oh,
like,
I was gonna say,
she was like,
why?
she was like, I feel a bit. She like felt really good, and then she had a moment. She was like, oh, I feel like I'm a little bit exposed, and it's a bit too much. She's like, is it too much? And then I went and put on just literally a thong and fishnets and a t-shirt, no pants, and I was like, okay, let's go. And she was like, are you gonna put pants? I was like, no, I'm ready.
Love
I was like,
that.
if I can wear this, then you can wear this.
So, like, you guys are just constantly inspiring each other.
She put them on because she knew that I would feel uncomfortable with like. Because
If I wore a full outfit.
I had a bodysuit on, but the dress that I was wearing was lace, so it was see through, so you could see my butt in it,
Okay.
but you could like see the bodysuit as well. But it was really, really cute, and so Robyn put on just fishnet tights and a thong because she's like, I will wear literally no pants so that you feel beautiful and you can wear what you want.
And that's friendship.
That's friendship.
That is friendship.
Also, with my t-shirt that says I'm gayer than I look, so that men could fuck off. I was like, because it's like this isn't for you.
I love it.
You're like,
This is for her.
You're like, this is for her.
This is for my emperor.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very cute.
God, I love that those energies have come up for you both.
Yeah, that's really cute. What do I need to embody for my next one?
Okay, so what was the next question we asked? We asked what energy do we need to embrace to go into these creative pursuits?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something along those lines.
Something like that.
To align the financials and everything, I think as well.
Ooh, Two of Swords. Oh, okay. What this is telling to me is like, it's a really annoying answer. You have all the answers within you. There's something, and again, with the ADHD, this is not going to sit right. There's like definitely something about sitting in quiet and being with yourself here
Totally
that's going to
come forward.
reveal answers.
Okay.
Which I totally, like, it's not
I
that
don't
easy
feel,
to
I
do.
know myself, it doesn't feel like it's going to be something new.
It's
Like,
already
I already
right
know
there.
that.
It's
It's just
already right
Choosing
there.
which one, and that's just got to be...
There's something about, like, you see how she's literally blindfolded. It's about going internal and seeing what's there.
But again, intuition, like what we talked about before, is like...
Yeah.
And the gut has been backed by science.
The gut.
We talked about it the other
second
week.
brain.
And that's on
It
science.
was on gut intuition, and we talked all about how many studies are proving that it's the second brain. Like it,
Literally.
because it's you're taking in constant information all the time, and then your gut, instead of your brain, which is constantly like analyzing all those thoughts and what you're
Totally.
taking, the gut just knows so much stuff.
Oh my God, I had to take some really strong medication for my stomach about a month ago. And I think I told you, I had to leave the packaging of the medicine out on my kitchen side to remind me all week, like, that's why you feel like a bag
Weird.
of dicks.
Yeah.
Because that's just annihilated everything in your gut. So, like, every morning when I woke up and felt like shit, I saw the packaging as a reminder of, like, oh, it's not me.
It's that.
It's that.
Yeah, I have to do it with myself.
So important.
I have
When
to do
you're
it
on
with a few different
antibiotics.
things. Yeah. You know me. I've told you
Yeah.
about antibiotics. I'm like, they make me feel genuinely anxious
Yeah,
and depressed.
so
And
miserable.
they fuck with me so badly. So I always
Totally.
have to remind. I literally tell you when I'm on them. I'm like, hey, can you remind me that I'm taking these? I know I'm taking them 3 times a day, but can you remind me that I'm taking these when my brain goes?
Exactly.
Because it will.
This is saying, I know you have your own spiritual practice, and I feel like me and you kind of align with this. Like, we're naturally spiritual, so you do shit day to day anyway, but there's something here about, like, taking that practice a bit further and pushing yourself to, like, be like, okay, I'm going to sit down and actually meditate this week, not just do it when I feel like
For
it.
guidance more than just for
just like getting
reset.
in connect with yourself, because actually the energy to embrace this creative pursuit is not out there, like, it's right fucking here. It's just about connecting with that.
Perfect.
Okay.
That feels very right.
Yeah, and I mean, you're set up for success there, really, aren't you? Because she's pure intuitive gal,
And saying do more of that.
grounding. Yeah, so maybe be like, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? It's not proactive, but it's like specific. Intentional.
Yeah, intentional with it.
Intentional. What did I ask for the third question?
Oh, it was about expansion. What do I need to expand?
Where is your
Yeah,
expansion?
Where is my expansion?
Joy.
Yay! Hey! Can never have enough of that.
Okay, and all of these again, like
They're very nice
They're
together.
literally just fit in together. It's like you're already set up. You're an earth, mother, feminine energy.
That's very much
beautiful, grounded, like
Except for your ugly.
lovely.
So, for those who can't
So-
see, I'm hideous.
Robyn's so ugly.
Please don't go on the camera.
We've
Please
actually-
like and subscribe.
We've actually put a bag over her head just to make
She's
this bearable.
honestly
have
like
to do it.
to be friends with her, I have to wear sunglasses all the time.
Yeah, I
it's
take anti-nausea
hideous.
medicine
Yeah,
every
it's
day.
so
Yeah.
gross.
I literally rewatched Shrek the other day just to
acclimatise.
prepare.
Yeah. just to be prepared for what you're gonna witness today.
You get it.
Everyone on camera's
Exactly.
like, Robyn's the blonde one, right?
Oh.
God.
If you say it's the brown grey-haired one, I'm gonna come for every single one of yours.
There's a brown girl in the room with us right now. It's our spirit guide.
It's just spirit.
It's a spirit.
So, just to finish this off, where your expansion is this is also a life lesson here. It's so true for everyone. It's where your fucking joy is. Like anything that brings you joy and celebration. And again, you were talking about expansion for your family and being set up. Who
There's
are
literally
these
a
guys?
family. It's a sheer picture of family.
And it's just it's pure
the
joy
Kenworth.
and celebration. And don't we know that as a fact? Like
Yeah.
the more that you're in positive energy and you're embracing joy and happiness, the more good shit comes to you. Like it's
take a
so
picture of
fucking
the three.
clear.
It's so beautiful as a trio.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I know it's like it's maybe not something direct, but I
do it,
don't
man.
think there could have been a better message for that. Like anything that makes you joyful, that's where your expansion is.
Yeah, flash on. Oh, I'm really happy with that.
I'm happy with that. So we've got the Empress, we've got Two of Swords, and we've got the Ten of Cups. Do you want to know anything else? I love this. That's crucial. Like
Yeah.
joy. Like what's making you feeling happy, sparkly, abundant. Like that's where the expansion is.
Yeah.
Podcast. Every day, baby.
Literally.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've got a bunch of things that make me very joyous all the time.
Putting out
which is
there a
good.
cameo.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with those.
I'm happy with
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, I don't think anything more. I don't need to like give myself again. What I'm trying to figure out is my intentions and doing my direction. So that's just going to be going within.
Yeah,
So
I
there's
think
nothing I can
think-
ask the cards with right now other than
No,
just going
that
in.
is definitely just like sitting with yourself, even if you don't really want to sometimes.
Just actually doing it. And I've already thought about that. That's why I started my birthday was on Friday last week, and I started it by doing
What you
things
want to
that
do.
put me in that practice. So
Yeah.
the night before I went and had a massage and then did yoga, and then the next morning I did yoga and then Pilates and then going to a sauna and ice bath. So I had to be within, and it's what I want for myself.
She's an empress.
I am an empress. That's how I do my life.
So, the 15% wine has murdered us.
It won.
It won. It won the battle versus good versus evil, and it murdered us.
Label who you think is who below.
Like and subscribe.
We are going to do our birth charts as another episode because we've talked about it off camera while doing a little refresh, and I think we could talk about it for so long.
Forever.
And there's so much we're excited to hear
And
about.
it's 9 p.m. and
Ew.
Liv, it's a school night, and Liv's got to go to work tomorrow, and she's a sleepy gal.
For those confused, Liv is talking in the third person.
No, she's not. That's
Liv's drunk.
Liv. Who's Liv?
Liv's alive. Robyn's dead. Sam's somewhere else.
Sam's
in a different
just in
plane.
the
In a different
interim.
realm.
Yeah.
In another realm. So I think what we're going to do is later this week. So this should be a pretty close back-to-back episode, possibly, unless we do one.
Oh my god, we're doing a part 2!
Oh yeah,
The sequel.
It's our first part two.
It's our first time doing the sequel. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's
Part
what we're
two.
going to do. Part 2 is going to be coming up pretty soon. By the time you see this, it will already be recorded. So good luck, future yous. The tarot cards had it already in the deck. Yeah, great time having you. We love this so much.
Yeah, it's been
We have
really
so
good.
much to take away tonight and think on as well. And like,
and it was all garbage.
Next week on Poor
Kidding.
Decisions, debunking tarot readings.
Debunking the tarot readings. You heard it here first.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh,
I
I
have
loved this.
loved it. Thank you. And thank you for letting me milk it
Has
and
nothing-
come back for a
Of course.
sequel.
We love to be milked.
I love it. It has nothing to do with like the 3 vodka sodas you had. You're like, I love it here. It's such a good place.
Yeah.
It's okay, we'll have another 3 vodka sodas to her on Sunday,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
I must say, this is an excellent premise for a podcast. Like,
Thank
get
you.
your guests a little bit drunk, and
We
Yeah,
try.
it is, yeah.
We do try.
I've
really
loved
do
it.
try.
I've loved
Yeah.
it. That's why I want to come back.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, I go there, I talk shit, and I drink. What could be better?
It's,
You and
this is
Shag
my dream. This is my dream job, you guys.
This is my dream job. Like and subscribe.
Like and
Yeah.
subscribe.
We don't want to be working a day in our life, so please pay us for it.
Yes.
No, I love talking shit. Like, even my team at work. Oh, we were doing a quiz the other day. This is like a little segue story. We were doing a quiz the other day, and there was like some word, like some question on the quiz. And I was like, oh, it could be, it was what's the first, what was volleyball called before it was called volleyball? Like, where's the name derived from?
Beach
And-
ball.
No, but one of the
Oh,
one of
we're
the,
not answering. I'm
one-
sorry.
we're not doing a quiz, Sam.
I'm trying to think of the answers, so I win against you.
One of the possible answers was multi choice. One of the possible answers was pali mali, pali mali or whatever.
That's a pack of fags back
And-
at
and
Pall
I-
Mall.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Palma.
And so I was talking to the team, I was drinking my coffee, so I'm like standing there like hand on hip drinking my coffee. I was like, oh, it's probably that one, eh? Because like you say if it's derived, it's French, it could be sore palms. Like that's where it could derive from. And then one of my team actually looks up at me with the biggest like laugh on her face, but like just so unimpressed. She's like, you talk a lot of shit, eh? And I was like, yeah, I do. I have no fucking idea. Like, I have no clue if that's right, but I'm just gonna justify it.
What was the right answer?
It wasn't that one.
Which was the right answer?
I don't know.
God, Liv's
I'm not
cancelled from
gonna-
the podcast.
I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah,
What's
Google
the
it.
original name of volleyball?
Ask ChatGPT.
Oh my god.
And I'm actually, you know what? I think you're both lying. It was beach ball.
Where?
Right.
What did I ask? What's the?
What's the original name of volleyball?
And why is volleyball old enough to have an original name, and why has it changed? Do we need a part 3?
Who cancelled volleyball? Oh wait.
Who
the original name-
rebranded
It
volleyball?
was the original name of volleyball was Mintoinette. It was invented in 1895 by William G. Morgan, at YMCA instructor.
Well, he doesn't sound
Wait,
very
YMCA
French.
has
Why
been
is he giving
around
it a
for that
French
long?
name?
YMCA
has been around since the
We'll do a whole episode on YMCA's history.
Volleyball
Um,
special coming up.
As a less physically intense alternative to basketball, the name was later changed to volleyball after someone observed that the players were volleying the ball back and forth.
Wow, I bet that the
Groundbreaking
original guy
stuff.
from the YMCA fucking hated
Yeah.
that.
He's like,
To be fair,
I called it Mintoinette.
It's much catchier as volleyball.
Mintoinette, like
I
where?
don't know. It's probably French.
It sounds French, but I'm like, where? What is that?
It could be
Mintoinette?
Mintonette, but I don't think it
It
is.
sounds like an ice cream.
Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in to
Yeah.
another episode of Poor Decisions
Pour
with
yourself a Mintoinette and go to
Poor
bed.
Decisions with
Robyn
and Liv
and
Sam.
Me.
oh.
Love you so much. Goodbye. Good
Bye.
night.
Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.